Yo, I might check. Welcome back to Battle of the Greatest, Battle of the Strongest. And I'm going to start today with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood 2, Episode 2 review. The first day. It's pretty sweet. I like this episode a lot. And then, oh shoot. Computer tweaking on me. It's tweaking out. But basically, big notes, bro. Big news. But so it starts with an alchemic tree, and what's the alchemic tree? Is it on there? Hold up. You already know it. Full Metal Alchemist, brother. Let's do that. But it starts with an alchemic tree, and it says alchemy is known as the science of understanding, deconstruction, and reconstruction of matter. You know what I mean? And they break down what equivalent exchange is. So it's pretty much like equivalent exchange is no matter can be created, no matter can be destroyed. Anything that is made in this earth comes from what's already on this earth. You know what I mean? One is all is one. That is equivalent exchange. So you can't like make something out of nothing. Like it's impossible. So like that's why the Philosopher's Stone. Well, like, hold on, I never got there yet. But and then basically that says there's no human transmutation, which is like you can't try to make something off of a human or make a human because what is the price of a human soul? Like it's kind of you can't quantify a human soul. So episode starts with the brothers Elric on a train to Lior. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, big shit happened in Lior. And they heard of a priest who can defy equivalent exchange. Like he can just do anything. He can make anything. He can make like flowers and fucking. You know what I mean? He going crazy. So they as they're talking about it, they think it might be the guy they need to look for, and it has a flashback to 10 years ago, and it's Ed and Al are found by their mom Trisha, and she's encouraging them to keep doing the alchemy thing, right? So she's like, yo, like first she sees him in the room, in this library room, and she's like, yo, what are y'all doing in here? Like, what are y'all doing messing with your dad's stuff? Y'all scribbling on the floor. And Ed is like, yo, this ain't scribbles, man. Like I'm doing alchemy, bro. Like we're geniuses. So he makes this little like a wooden horse or something like that out of the floor. It was pretty sweet. It was pretty awesome. And I'm saying them boys are self-taught. They learn how to do alchemy just by reading the books and their fathers. It's pretty impressive. That's, I mean, I don't know, alchemy, like that's pretty sick. At least in their verse, in their world, right? Because alchemy, real life alchemy, they ain't making no freaking spears or nothing crazy like that. I just got a lot going on. I'm trying to focus in and get these videos out. You dig? I don't want to rush through them either. I want to get in the proper breathing room they deserve. When their mother died, they were so taught. Okay, their mother had she eventually passed away in that same year because there was a big sickness hit the town, like a big epidemic, and she got sick, and they said the sickness came in and it took her, which sucks. And that problem when they lost their mother is what made Ed has this running feeling of like not rocking with he doesn't like his dad at all because he wasn't at the funeral, and before the funeral he was gone. Like he left his mother and his brother. So he's like, yo, like, man, fluff that guy. Like he wasn't here for us. You know what I'm saying? When we needed him, he wasn't there. He didn't even come back for the funeral. Like this dude is a loser. Like in his mind, he's like, man, I don't rock with this nigga. I think out of their grief and they're learning about, you know what I mean? And I think they were just so new to alchemy because you got to look, the first year they started really doing alchemy, they lose their mother. So they kind of like not even, they know they're not supposed to do human transmutation, but I think a lot of that was like, you know what I mean? They were kind of, and I can understand it. They're so stricken with grief and just wanting to like have more time and like more moments that they're like, hey, like, you know, we can bring her back, even though they can't. They thought they could. So they did everything they could to try to, you know, get their mom Dukes back, man. And I can respect that. And it could explain his passion for trying to fix the mistake. Because if you look at it, Alphonse wants his body back, but Ed really looks at it like it's his fault. Like he suggested it. He wanted to do the human transmutation, and because of it, his brother lost his whole body. All he has left is his soul. So like, It's pretty crazy. I was watching. I'm watching TV while I'm recording, and Jamal Hill and Thiago Santos finna fight. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. But yeah, so that's what drives him. Like Ed is like, man, I have to make this right. Like I'm the reason my everything is like this. Like if I didn't do this, my brother would have been living good, and it's my fault. And you know what I mean? I feel him on that too. When you know you are wrong for something, you got to do what you can to make it right. All right, so him versus Granny Winry. They had a short off battle. I'm gonna have to put a little short counter. So the short counter for this episode, we got Ed said you sawed off hag. You sawing off hag. Like I guess you got chopped up, sawing off hag. Granny was like, you little half pint midget. Fucking half pint midget. That's down. We calling men midgets, man. That ain't right, man. What you talking about, man? Ain't no midget, man. Then he said, yo, you shake down mini witch. Stupid ass. She like Pee Wee. Like, don't call me Pee Wee, bitch. And then he's like, man, he said something like an old baby. I don't know what he said. He basically called her an old ass baby. Like, yo, shut your old ass baby ass up. Bitch said, bro, you a microscopic shrimp. He'll go in there, and that's 8. Ding. Let me get that. Hold on. Ding, 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 ding. Here you go. And then gonna be editing my ass off. Okay. And then Ed and Alphonse. Basically, it snaps back to Ed and Alphonse trying to do the transmutation. Oh, and all that whole thing started off of she told him to drink his milk. She like, yo, drink your milk like your brother so you can get taller. He's like, I don't like milk. I don't like milk. And they're like, I want chocolate milk. But yeah, so basically, you know what I mean? She went in on his ass, you short, all that good stuff, you know, short joke counter going up. And then so Ed and Alphonse tried to do the impossible. They tried to do the forbidden, you know what I mean? The human transmutation. They was like, fluff it, we doing it. And when they opened up the portal and met God, basically. Like, so this big, when they do it, they put like all of the ingredients of a human body, like carbon and like whatever like constitutes its muscles and whatever, and like they try to put like the chemical composition of a human body together and then reincarnate it and make it their mother. But you can't pull her soul back. You can make a body, but you can't make a soul, you know. So they opened up this big portal and this huge eye, like, you know, I'm gonna show it up on the screen. Huge eye opens up in the ground, and these like little black hands start like moving out, and like they start grabbing Ed and Alphonse, like breaking their body and like breaking them apart, like they're being and becoming alchemy, like, you know what I mean? They're being reconstructed and deconstructed, and it's pretty sick. And then, so basically, they open up the portal and they meet this mysterious like white figure, and it's like a mysterious white figure or whatever, and it's really God. He said, "Who are you? I'm the universe. I'm God. I'm truth. I am you." I'm like, okay, you're GOD. And the entity vowed to show the truth. And yeah, Ed got a godly info dump. That's what I put on here, a godly info dump, because he kind of his body was breaking down. He got pushed behind this door, and he was like, you know what I'm saying? He starts getting pretty much everything about life and nothing at the same time. Like I think he experienced what all for one for all is like. So when Ed he woke back up out of this like trance, whatever spiritual epiphany they had, right? When he woke up, he sees his brother was gone. Like his brother wasn't even there, and his leg is gone. So he's like crawling on the ground, no leg. Like, yo, what's happening? And he's like, yo, nah, like I can't lose my brother too. Like I already lost my mom. I'm not gonna lose my brother because of some dumb shit I did. So he literally like takes his blood and like, you know what I mean? He bonds his brother's soul to a suit of armor, iconic Full Metal Alchemist thing, like in origin story, man. Shit is crazy. And then it cuts to Roy and Hughes chatting. You know what I mean? They give their final report about McDougal, and they explain like Shingi's alchemy, like that's what he was using in the what's the name. So low key, McDougal kind of, you know what I mean? The Freezer knew what he was doing, bro. The Freezer kind of knew the truth of this world, for real, for real. But they speak on why he made the boys alchemists. He was just like, yo, they're little boys, like they're gonna have to do things that they're never gonna forgive themselves for. You know what I'm saying? Like we shouldn't be making them killers, pretty much. Like, and he's like, no, like they chose to be here. Like we didn't force them to do this. Like they see the opportunity and they taking the opportunity for what it is. You gotta respect that. You gotta respect the hustle. So you know what I mean? So he's trying to help them get their bodies back. You dig? And yeah, I put it's a dope breakdown of the origin story because everybody who watched Full Metal Alchemist, the original one, knows the origin. Everybody kind of knows the origin. If you watch anime, you like anime and stuff, and like they kind of broke it down where like you're in the present, in the past, in the present, in the past, where like you see how they are and why, like their motivations for it. So it's kind of like I like juxtaposition, man. I like when you can like clearly see this is supposed to match this scene. You know what I mean? It's really dope. So they join for a way to get their bodies back. Yeah, I said that. Riza meets Winry, and it's a really dope, like a SBS or like a I'm not SBS, like a bonus episode at the end. And it's like that's the reason why both of their hairs is different, right? Like in the main story, Winry has long hair and Riza has short hair, but it's because they both met each other at that time, and Winry had short hair and Riza had long hair, so they flipped, and you know what I mean? They kind of, you know what I mean? It's pretty dope. Um, and she explains their choice to either stand up or give up. You know what I'm saying? Like she's like, why would you take them away from me? My parents already got taken away from me. And she's like, we're not taking anybody anywhere. Like they are choosing to come with us. You know, it's their decision to change their life. You know? Gotta respect that or get out the way. They posted up at the Rock Bell's Auto Mail shop. You know what I mean? That's where all this is happening. So they're talking at the Rock Bell Auto Mail shop, and Ed is in the wheelchair, and there was a dope scene. It was like, man, Reezer was like, "You sure these boys want to do this? Like, look at his eyes. He looks so defeated." And Roy was like, "Is that what you saw?" And then they had this cool scene of Ed, and it looks like he's sad, but if you look in his eye, look deep in his eyes, like, he's like, no, I saw more passion. I saw fire in that boy's eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like, he realized that was his way to help his family, to get his brother back. So, like, it's really dope. It ends with King Bradley watching Ed's exam, his alchemy exam, to become the Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. Oh, yeah, y'all gotta see this, though. Look. Don't forget, man. Don't forget, man. Don't you forget about Ugly. Oh, shit. So yeah, bet. And it ends with the boys in Lior. So they finally made it on their train trip. I like Full Metal Alchemist because like it's a regular show. Like they don't have no crazy. They got alchemy powers, but they can't teleport. They can't travel super quick. They gotta slowly go to where they're going, man. They gotta get on the train. It's fine. They're not flying all over the place. Like I think it's dope. And then Ed, in the what's the name? He presses Bradley, got nerfed. He tried to chase after him with the little what's the name he made. And he says to him, he's like, "Yo, you know what I mean? You being here during training or during exams isn't that smart. The Fuhrer, they call it Fuhrer King Bradley. Like ugh. The whole, you know what I mean? The king of a country can be destroyed if you stand right in front of me." But he's like, "I'll keep that in mind." And as he walks off, Jink, the whole little spear Ed made was just crumpled up. Like, he's like, "Yo, when did he pull his sword out?" Like, "Yo, I didn't even." You know what I'm saying? They don't even show you in the show. You know what I mean? They just let him look like a badass. It's King Bradley. And I think that's all the notes I got. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to get better and better with these videos. And I just try to make sure I come with the energy. I might take a break for today because I'm realizing if you're not in the right headspace, you can't get on the videos and have the right space. So, you know, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Black Karma to the death of us and Black Karma to debt. And Yeah, peace.